Week of Insanity. Yo, what's up? It's someone that's no one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report was sent to me by Ethan, where he took Diphenhydramine, and here's the full report details. Alright, here's quite the Benadryl binge report. He does this at different doses, so we get to see what it's like building up to delirium with Benadryl. He has many hallucinations, like shadow people, phasing, hearing and seeing things, and is left with some lasting effects. It is also pretty insightful, especially as a warning with just how testing this stuff casually can go. So I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. It was the last couple days before school came back from summer. I was just playing some Roblox game with my buddy, but I was out of weed and didn't have any alcohol. I remembered hearing stories about Benadryl and people talking about crazy, realistic hallucinations. So I stupidly thought, yeah, that sounds awesome. Seriously, don't do this stuff. But anyway, I poured out 4 pills, popped them, and went back to playing the game. Honestly, this time was pretty tame, so I won't bore you. I just played the game, felt really tired and giggly. Vision got a little fuzzy almost. I don't know how to explain it, and fell asleep. This was just the start. 250 milligrams, Thursday, 9 p.m. This is where the hallucination started. It was about the same setup as the night before, just playing the game with the same buddy. I thought I'd up the dose to see what would happen. Poured out the 10 pills, popped them, and went back to playing the game. Was kinda just expecting the same thing, but more intense. But no, I was just playing Roblox. About 1 to 2 hours after taking them, I noticed these little small black moving dots on my blanket. I almost thought they were real bugs, until I tried to touch them and my hand just went through them. Throughout this experience, the bugs just got bigger and more detailed as I got closer to the peak. The peak was the start of the auditory hallucinations. I was done playing the game and watching my phone. I heard my mom call my name from downstairs, but I caught it because it was like midnight, and she goes to bed early as hell. To be honest, I got lucky this whole time and saved my ass multiple times. This happened a couple more times until I fell asleep for the night. 400 milligrams, Friday, 9 p.m. This was the first time I had what I call the awake dreams. Basically, what would happen was, when I closed my eyes, I would start seeing scenarios behind my eyes immediately. I would be moving around them like it's real, but as soon as I tried to interact with these dreams by speaking, I'd almost get teleported back to my bed. This happened for almost an hour of just random shit in my head, and I kept thinking it was real. During the peak of this trip, I watched my phone a lot, and was really confused why my phone felt so weird. I went to drink water, and my phone disappeared out of my hand. I realized my phone was fake this whole time. I watched 2 hours of TikTok with my fake phone. I could keep doing this like it was a pop-up menu in a game. Another thing I noticed was that my hand went through my vision, like my eyes were hovering the real vision of things above an item, like my desk was an inch below how I saw it almost. I went to my dad's this weekend, so I didn't do any Benadryl. I'm honestly glad I didn't, because I would have been so much worse off the following week. 500 milligrams, Monday, 9 p.m. This was the night after the first day of school. It was normal, so I won't go into detail, and I'll just skip to the night. I popped the 20 pills and just laid in bed. I wanted to fully experience this trip, no distractions. The come up was just like the others. The small bugs got bigger. I started hearing the voices, went through the dream phase, all until the peak. This was the first person I saw. It was a black silhouette in the corner of my room, just looking at me. I wasn't scared of this figure, mostly because I was just numb in bed as a mere observer of this experience. The figure just stared at me for a while, and he eventually disappeared. This was also the day I made my post on r/DPH about wanting to strengthen my trip. I didn't know what I was in store for. Tuesday, 6 a.m. I woke up for school and felt like shit, but assumed the Benadryl was out of my system. But I hadn't woken up this early after tripping, and I assumed wrong. As soon as I got my clothes on and was fully awake, well, as awake as I could be, I saw the bugs again and realized this was going to be a long ass day. The whole day was just a long nightmare / fever dream. I don't remember anything crazy happening, but nothing felt real. 700 milligrams. Tuesday, 9 p.m. This was the last night I did Benadryl, and for a good reason. I was honestly at a low point in my life and didn't really care what happened to me, so I just decided to take this dose to be able to say I joined the 700 club. I took the 28 pills and just laid in bed. I'll just skip to the peak because I've yapped enough for this trip report. I was laying in bed and there were bugs everywhere. I never mentioned this, but when I do Benadryl, the walls move in like a grid-like pattern, like the pillars from the PS2. Eventually, though, I had some crazy hallucinations. I was laying in bed and the door just shot open and my mom stormed in the room. She just started blabbering nonsense in my face for like 3 minutes and stormed off. This happened multiple times, and her voice got louder and deeper. I got so desperate for this to end and just tried to slap her, and my hand went straight through her face. It made her turn to dust, and the dust blew out of my room and out the door. At least the dust knew how to shut my fucking door, unlike my mom. Anyway, this only happened a couple more times that night and eventually fell asleep. Wednesday, 6 a.m. I didn't even feel like I woke up. It honestly just felt as if I was still asleep, but the dream was my school day. The only reason I made it through was because it was the third day of school and we still weren't doing anything. I just laid my head down the whole time. This whole day in itself was wild. Spiders crawling down the hallways. Kept hearing fake intercom announcements with crazy shit talking about me, etc. This went on for the next couple days, weakening in strength until it mostly went away. I say mostly because I still get visual glitches from Benadryl to this day. They're not bad, just some repercussions from the stupid fucking choice I made this week. So there's my report. Sorry it's so short. I can't remember large details from my experiences, but there's the key parts. Peace out, Ethan.